is up? What is up? Welcome back to the Silver Surfers channel with a fun one for you guys today, a little numismatic history. Just a quick update on my channel. Still collecting coins, still doing the thing out there. I've just kind of hit a lull and after achieving my Gobert dollar of where I'm going with my collection. And so I've kind of been focusing a lot on different historical aspects and things like that. So my ultimate idea is to eventually have some type of coin man room cave that I can display all my stuff in there and kind of talk about the history of coin collecting and stuff like that. But stay tuned to my channel. I still have things coming in. I'm still buying and purchasing paper money, coins, etc. So that's that. Anyways, I got a real fun one for you guys today. As you can see in front of me, this is something different you don't see all that often. At the top there, you can see it says Lincoln Penny Collection. And what you see in front of you is a coin board. A very, very cool coin board. It starts in the top left-hand corner up here. Kind of hard to see, but it says 1909 VDB. And all the way down here, 1935 Denver. Pretty fascinating. This board was created by Joseph Kent Post, and you can see that by J.K. Post. And Mr. Post was an engineer by trade. But if you recall, during the 30s, we were in a thing called the Great Depression. He was actually laid off from his job at that time, or his work hours, I believe, were reduced. And so he had the epiphany to go ahead and make coin collecting a hobby for everyone, which it was not at the time. But remember, it was called, and still is today a lot of the times, a hobby of kings, in which it was very expensive to be able to hold back coins and save them for numismatic purposes, especially during the time of the Depression, right? So mainly only wealthy people were able to do so. But he had an idea in which this would revolutionize the hobby of coin collecting and allow for pretty much anybody to be able to save pocket change that they had, 1 penny at a time, and to search through their change and to find all the different dates and mint marks and plug those things in here. Once you were complete, his idea was to be able to frame this up and put it up in your wall and demonstrate your accomplishments. So pretty fascinating. He was the original creator of it. There were 7 different companies subsequently after him. And in 1935, this idea blew up so much. These were placed in like stationery stores, etc., which sold for, I believe it was 25 cents for each board. And in 1935, there was a company that was already in existence called Whitman Coin Collecting Albums, which you guys probably are familiar with. Actually, they weren't even albums at that time because these are the precursors to the albums. But anyways, they bought his patent, which you can see on the bottom right there, patent applied for. Gave him a handsy lump sum in return and slapped their label, changed the graphics around a little bit up top, and started continuing on with making coin boards through Whitman. That eventually morphed into something more convenient as the space with the years of coins kept getting minted increased, and the lack of space from the 11 by 14 cardboard here, they ran out of space to be able to place more and more plugs for coins. And so they eventually said, hey, you know what, let's change these into an album. We can hold more coins, so on and so forth. And so that's kind of the existence and the creation of the coin board. That's how the albums came into play in the early 40s when they started doing that kind of thing. And just a fascinating board here. Very, very good condition. Yes, it's got a couple of holes right there. But overall, these things are, it's a piece of cardstock. It's very delicate. And so you don't find these in good condition as such all that often. This is a very scarce board as well. This is a second edition of the Post Lincoln Cent board. There was an earlier version as well, his very first, which is from the 1934 era. This obviously is from the 1935 era. That's why it's got a spot for that coin there. But again, these are very, very hard to come by. And so just a fascinating piece of coin history here, guys. My original thought was to, go ahead and plug in the coins here, fill it up and then frame it. But I don't know if I'm going to do that anymore, just because simply once you kind of do that, you'll ruin the board. Not ruin the board, but you won't be able to go back to the original condition as it is right here. So I'll probably leave it blank like this and maybe even just frame it up as a blank board, as a demonstration of an early numismatic piece of history. So that's what I got for you guys today. Oh, one other thing, check this out. Look at the bottom line here. Clean your specimens with a soft eraser or a little vinegar before placing them in the board. And Kent Company Coinboard, Neenah, Wisconsin, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Make numismatics great again. Don't butcher it. Don't yell at me if I butcher the name of that town in Wisconsin. But anyhow, pretty fascinating stuff, right? You would never be advised to clean your coins nowadays, but remember, this is the 1930s. The idea was to go ahead and pull some pocket change out of your pocket and put them into the board here and carry on about your day. And so really, really cool. Anyways, one of the very first Coinboards ever created, guys. This is what led to your dance go albums, etc. that we still have around in existence today. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you guys collect any of this stuff. Give me a comment down below. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, Silver Surfer is out.